Hi, my name is Dawn Hosmer, and soon my sophomore novel, The End of Echoes, will be released. It is a contemporary fiction novel with some elements of suspense and some elements of crime fiction involved as well. I wanted to talk a little bit today about my campaign and about why I wrote this book and why I feel like it needs to be out in the world. Um, Going way back in time, I was a sociology major in college, so the human mind has always fascinated me, as well as what makes people make the choices they make, what plays a part in that. I also took a lot of psychology classes and was always intrigued by the debates of nature versus nurture, what has a bigger impact, etc. So that kind of fed into the novel, as well as my career spent in social work. I've done a variety of things throughout the years in my career. I was an addictions counselor. I worked for Habitat for Humanity. I worked with victims of domestic violence. I've worked with mentorship programs. So I really have had my hand in a lot of different fields that touch on very important issues in people's lives. So, one of the things I wanted to explore through the characters in my book, The End of Echoes, is what are the effects of some of these issues on people's lives, such as domestic violence, substance abuse, poverty, alcoholism. So, to kind of through my characters' lives and through the book, look at what are the impacts and what are some of the choices that both the people in those situations and those around them, what is the effect that it has on them. The other thing I wanted to explore in the End of Echoes through the characters is the importance of having mentors or a positive role model in our lives. I think oftentimes we underestimate how key of a role one person can be and make, what a difference one person can make in the lives of someone else. So I wanted to look at that issue as well in the book. Um, in addition, I have experienced some of the topics explored in The End of Echoes in that I've lost someone far too early in my life who was a victim of a crime. And so there is, I know what that's like, and I know how hard a loss like that can be. I'm also a true crime TV fan, and I'm intrigued by some of the stories that I hear about on these shows. And more so than the stories themselves, is I wonder what the effect is on the people whose lives have been impacted by these stories. So this book kind of looks at the after effects of a crime happening on people's lives. In addition, what I hope to do through this book is remove some of the stigma that is around like alcoholism, addiction, and domestic violence victims. For instance, sometimes people that don't have experience with victims of domestic violence, you'll hear them say things like, "Well, why doesn't the woman just leave? Why does she stay in this situation?" Well, one of the things I explore over and over again in this book is some women don't feel like they have other options. So that's one of the subjects we discuss in there as well. Um, in my campaign, you'll notice there's a focus on two areas. Um, One will be self care, and one will be care of others. And the reason self care is important to me is because if you've read my work, if you've read bits and pieces, and if you read The End of Echoes, you will realize I write about darker things and the darker side of life. And so for me, it is very important to practice self care to get myself out of the dark space that my writing often takes me. So you'll see a focus on that in the campaign. The other reason that self care is important to me is because I have Crohn's disease. And so having an autoimmune disease for over 15 years now, I've learned that when I don't take care of myself, my body will force me to slow down and take care of me. So that's the other reason why I believe that self care is so important. Um, the other focus is focus on others. And you will see this with some of the characters in my novel that I really believe we're here to make a difference in other people's lives and to give back in some way. And sometimes that's in big ways, like through volunteering or through our careers. In other ways, it may be small ways, offering a kind word to somebody in the grocery store or a smile. But I do believe we're here to help each other out. So I hope you will enjoy the story. It is told through the perspective of 5 different people, all in first person. So my goal in the book is to really immerse you in each character, so that the reader can really just feel like they're walking in the character's shoes and experience what they're experiencing. And what I've found through my beta readers so far is that every reader relates to a different character. And so I really believe there's a character in this story for everyone. I hope you'll enjoy the journey and reach out and let me know what you think. Thanks so much.